What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm excited. The San Antonio Spurs play the Blazers. That's not the exciting part of the equation. Former UConn teammates, Stephon Castle will face off against Donovan Clingan for the first time. Yes, I know it's Summer League, so it's not official, but still, I thought it'd be cool. It is cool, and I'm happy to call in the game, hanging out with you tonight. Selena's with me, Baby Coyote, Mikey out in the background, and Headband Grogu running the scoreboard, because that's what he does besides just looking really cute. And flying sideways, apparently. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm up in New England, and it has been HOT every single day. It's been rough. I had to kick poor dog off the couch because he's trying to lay on me, and it's too hot. It is way too hot for us to be next to each other on the couch. It's not pleasant in here. So, no. Anyway, hola to you. Go Spurs, go. Hola muchachos. I know something political happened today. I'm not going to touch base on it. I just will say what I always say. Hope everybody's okay. Yeah, hope everybody's okay. I'm excited for this game, too. I'm definitely excited for this game. And, hope you're having a great weekend. It's a Saturday night. SATURDAY. Or something. I don't know. All right, let me make the chat a little bigger so I can actually read it. All right, there we go. Arno, Son of Scar, Camacho, Van, Spur of the Moment, Grico. It's only 84 in San Antonio? What? I think it's warmer where I am here up in New England. It might be warmer. I mean, we haven't had any break at night. Usually it gets down to like 60, 65. You can open the windows, cool the house down a little bit. And it's just been 75. Actually, it's going to get down to 68 tonight. No, it's not. About 75 every night. 72 to 75, which means, Anyway. I just heard the Spurs are interested in Luke. I haven't heard that. The Spurs rumors have obviously died down quite a bit with our cap now being full. I don't see any moves being made. That doesn't mean there won't be. They'll try to stay on top of the news if something happens. But I think the Spurs are pretty much done making moves. We signed Chris Paul. We essentially got Harrison Barnes for free. Yes, we're paying his contract, but we didn't have to give up anything. Well, actually gave up Rayquan Gray, so I guess we did give up something. But you know what I mean. Yes, Sersky, good evening to you. I'm always excited to see Stephon Castle. This is officially the Summer League now. The few games we've already hung out for were Summer League as well, but this is part of the Summer League that's for, part of the tournament where you can win, I don't know, a raffle. I have no idea what the winner is. Do you mean Luke Kennard? Is that what we're talking about? Guys, I already see it starting. Nothing political in the chat. This is not the place. I know something happened. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. It's an election year. This is a sports channel. If you want to talk about that stuff, you can talk about it on the Twitters. There's a lot of political channels, too, that I'm sure would welcome you. Let's focus on the Spurs and the Blazers. I'm watching on ESPN Plus. I think it's on ESPN 2. Number 2. We do have some open roster spots. I don't know what they're going to do with them. I was thinking about it today, too, and I think one of you mentioned it. With Donovan Clingan being drafted by the Blazers, and before that, Tijon Saloon being drafted by the Hornets, I think that totally messed up the Spurs draft. I do. I think they fully intended on taking Stephon Castle at 4, and then when Saloon went off at 6, and then Clingan followed right there at 7, I think that was it. I think they're like, okay, we're not going to use our pick. Let's shop it around real quick, which is why he took the whole first 5 minutes. Castles look good. Well, thank you for the thumbs up, Kayla. I appreciate it. And hey, it's okay. I understand it's a hot topic. We talked about stuff like that in 2020. I just don't want to go there again. I really don't. It's a very divisive subject, and I want everybody to get along. And when I see that stuff in the chat, people inevitably always start arguing. And I don't want to see people argue. I want to see people enjoy the Spurs play-by-play commentary, hanging out. And I want to, if there's any Blazers fans, Hope they enjoy hanging out. Selena, looking good as always. She's pretty young in this picture now. Isn't this like? I think this might be like 10 years ago. So she would have been early 20s ish. Yeah, I think so. She's like what, 31, 32 now. Waiting for the day Selena says hello back to you. Me too. Gonna be a long time. Isn't headband Grogu the best though? Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop a doop boop boop beep boop boop beep boop beep boop a doop a doop a doop a doo bop a doop a doop beep boop doo boop beep boop boop boop. Miss TSR has to be watching too. She's watching, but she's obviously not here. She is in Pennsylvania. Just ran the Spartan. It was an 8-miler, not the Beast, not the Super. I'm probably messing this up. I think she did the Super today. She's doing a sprint tomorrow. TS Bear is here on the floor, and I felt bad. I really did having to kick him off the couch, but he was right next to me, and it's just way too warm for both of us to be next to me. He's a hairy dog, and I was like, this is hot. You're panting more next to me. This is not good for you. This is not good for me. So I be chilling on the floor where it's cool. Hardwood floor is nice and cool. And now he's sleeping. So I guess he's okay then. I feel like I need to get some Chuck. Anybody need some Chuck? Yeah, sometimes you need some good Chuck. Who do you see the Spurs using their final roster spots on? I gotta imagine they bring Mamukelashvili back. I don't see a world where that doesn't make sense. I don't know about the G Leaguers. Is Ingram officially part of the... Is he on a two-way contract? I can't remember. Castle's actually on his rookie contract. We know that. I can't remember Ingram. Ingram's been a little up and down. He looked shaky those first two games, but looked good against China. But our whole team looked pretty darn good against China. China did not put up much of a fight at all. I know, Derek. I'm excited for this. So for those of you that don't know, I imagine most of you do, but if you don't, on the thumbnail is Stephon Castle and Donovan Clingan. Both played on the UConn team last year, winning a national championship together. This is the first time they'll go against each other on opposing teams. Well, unless it happened in high school, which I don't know if that happened, probably not, but it's the first time they're facing each other, and could there be a little rivalry? They don't play the same position. It's not like Chet and Wemby, where that will be a rivalry for, who knows, the next decade or so. And actually, speaking of which, they're showing UConn highlights right now, showing Stephon Castle. And I imagine they're going to show us Donovan Clingan in just a moment. Oh, Arno, I saw that. Brandon Miller is playing in the Summer League. Dang. Yeah, Wemby, the French team... we were talking about the French team being a contender to go against the U.S. at the end. If they play like that, no. Forget it. Bronny James, has there ever been a player that's gotten so much attention not because of their play recently? Because he hasn't been good in the Summer League. He's playing like you would expect a 55th round pick or whatever he was to play. Not so good offensively. I've heard he's played some defense pretty well, but offensively he's struggling big time from the field. But all I hear is Bronny. I'm like, this is a 55th overall pick. Who cares? James is the last name. That's why ESPN's going to be covering him left and right. It is what it is. Nunez is playing overseas. He will not, I don't see any way, shape, or form he joins the Spurs roster. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. Players are on the court. And away we go. Yeah, I heard Wemby was out on the perimeter. She's not in the same state as me right now, Ernie. Booyah! Castle, Sissoko, Ingram, and Mensah starting for the Spurs. Davis, Rupert, Minaya, Murray, and Donovan Clingan. Former teammate of Stephon Castle. I'm excited for that. Looks like Castle took his device and put his hair up, did he? Where's number 5? There he is. Maybe he'll do the pineapple like Devin Vassell. Go Spurs, go to all of you. You let him have it, Coyote. You let him know what's up. Good luck, Boop, before the game. Boop. I got that right before the tip-off. Just the tip-off. Gotta get the boop in before then. Is he have the pineapple going? Harrison Ingram does not have the... Oh, no, it's Sissoko. I saw the hair. Sissoko and Ingram have actually very similar hair. I did not realize that. But yes, Castle does have the pineapple power! We need Veronica to stop in. She loved the pineapple. Yes, we're going to have the pineapple twins. Welcome out to the game has started. If there's a long shot on Castle, we can get the pineapple. Maybe I'll spin the camera around. And Castle with an air ball or a pass to Mensa. I'm not sure which one. Either way, it's, well, no, turnover by the Blazers. Right back to the Spurs. Castle, rocking some pink shoes. Gets in the paint. Finds Mensa. Mensa in the paint. Throws up a terrible shot against Clingan. And it's going to be Portland ball. Jay, good evening to you. City is playing. And I saw the hair, and him and Ingram have very, very similar hair, and that's the first bucket for the Blazers. Whoa, I'm not on the scoreboard. I'm way over here. Let's put that on the... there we go. 2-0. A sold-out crowd out in Portland. No, it's not sold out. Actually, this isn't in Portland either. Summer League is in California? Sacramento? I don't remember. Ingram with the ball in three-point land. Starts to drive. Step over. Nope, no shot. Kick it back out to the Bouye. Bouye going to launch a three. In and out burger. The Bouye's looks pretty good there. Cowboy X Factor, good evening to you. Morant, the original pineapple. I mean, how do you stop pineapple power? Clingan in the paint. It's going to get fouled by Mensa. And Klingan's a legit, I believe, 7'2". Mensa is 6'9". So Donovan should really be able to abuse the smaller guy in this. Hey, Mario, good evening to you. Thank you, Cowboy X Factor. I discovered that about David Robinson this morning, and I was like, I got to do a short on that. I bet a lot of people don't know that. We're going to have a quick foul on the Spurs. I think we have 2 free throws coming up. On the inbound pass, we have a dunk attempt, and yep, foul on Mensa. Spurs have yet to score. Apples and bananas, good evening to you. It's Las Vegas. Thank you, guys. I know somewhere way out west. A sweep would be nice. 3 Beards, good evening to you. If I missed anybody, good evening to you. Mordecai, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Made 1 free throw. 3 Zippy. Players on the court are listed over here. I wish ESPN had their numbers up, but I'll take position. The Bouye with the ball. I love his last name. The Bouye. Get it to Castle. Castle with the screen with Mensa. Takes off, gets into the paint. Kicks it back out to the Bouye. The Bouye is going to drive. Gives it back to Castle. Castle to Mensa. Mensa with a little jumper, and that's a miss. Foul, 2 free throws. Miss TSR does have her Stephon Castle jersey. I asked her if it fit. She put it on. I was like, hey, I should put a picture up and, want me to take a picture and put it up on the channel? And she's like, sure. And I was like, I'll have the first time I put up the Castle jersey for a game. Nathan Mensah at the line out of San Diego, 26 years old. Probably about a 0% chance he makes the roster. But wish him luck. We had a fight against the oldies yesterday. Was there a fight in yesterday's game? Hard left turn. Good evening to you. I made about free throws. By the way, if you do not have hit the thumbs up yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Side Draft Media, good evening to you. It's Don Allen who hooked me up with the Ginobili jersey on the back. Started a new channel in regards to, is it going to be NASCAR just toys or toys, action figures, NASCAR collectibles, or are you doing kind of everything NASCAR? If you're a NASCAR fan, check out his channel. Woo, Castle with an ugly 3. Mensah with the cleanup. That was a miss. But you're welcome. NASCAR Media, okay. Drive and a block by Mensah. Castle pick up the loose ball. My clock's a little behind. We'll get it fixed. City Sissoko takes about 16 steps in the paint. Kicks it out to Ingram. Ingram's going to drive and throw up an awkward left-hander. Miss. And Clingan with the rebound. 5-4. Under 8 minutes to go. Machine 78, good evening. Collectible. Okay, collectibles and die-cast. I was messing up the terminology. Did I clean Kong for 3? All right. He didn't make it, but... City with the ball right now at the elbow. 14 on the shot clock. Turnaround Jay. May have been an air ball. Mensah with the putback. Did Mensah scored all of our points? Here I just said a few moments ago, I'm not sure if he's going to make the roster. I think he has all our points. Anytime, Sadriff, anytime. Castle's shot's not looking too smooth tonight. Maybe his former teammate being on the court has him a little stressed. Ooh, long three for Portland. They take the lead back 8-5. Number 24. Who dat for Portland? That's one of these guys. By the way, Clingan wears number 23. Was he a fan of a certain number 23? And I don't mean LeBron James. The original number 23. Harrison Ingram out in three-point land. Starts to drive into the paint. Stops. Pops. Hug it. All tied up at 8. Yeah, Don, you have been here for a while, though. A lot of you have. So, Apples and Bananas, City, Sissoko. Booyah with the steal! Sissoko had a scope on his knee like a month ago, and he is not he's Castle for 3. There we go. All right, there you go. You need to shut the people up saying you can't shoot by making it and not missing them. Portland ball. Driving up. Awkward layup by nice hair guy. Booyah gets the ball off the court, sitting in the paint. There we go! We saw a lot of that last year. City dunking left and right at the end of the year. Finally got, this is his first dunk of the Summer League. The dish from the Booyah. He's going to be the Booyah. What a little scream after that. There's also, you got to remember, if he had his knee scoped, you have any type of injury, when you come back from it, you might not go all out on it. I told you guys I had a partial tear in my left tricep, part of my left tricep, and I'm still rehabbing that, and I'm very much reluctant to go 100% on it, and I can't. I haven't been medically cleared to do so yet, but when I'm medically cleared, hey, it looks like you're good to go, start lifting normally. I'm going to start light and slow. I had some issues with my Achilles last year because of medication. Maybe 2 years now, and it took me a while to get out of my head and go 100%. CP3, does he start? Yes. Starting lineup as it stands appears to be, take it with a grain of salt, Wemby, Sohan, Barnes, Vassell, CP3. With the trade, Barnes could come off the bench. We need some scoring off the bench. I've heard some Spurs fans say, no, TSR, the starting lineup will be Wemby, Sohan, Vassell, and Castle, and Paul. That would give us a really small lineup. And Castle right now, while his three-point shot has looked good one night, shaky the other nights, and right now we're trying to figure out tonight, he's not a consistent three-point shooter yet. I don't think it'd behoove us to have, who are right now, 2 non-shooters in Sohan and Castle on the floor with Wemby. That would kill our floor spacing. We saw last year teams were daring Sohan to shoot, and daring Trey Jones. He got much better as the season progressed, but they were daring them to shoot, and sometimes there was defender was 3 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet off of Jeremy, sometimes 8 feet. There was a lot of space. We have a turnover. That's a steal for the Spurs. Sissoko in the paint. Oh, it's knocked down. He's going to get fouled. I like Ingram. Rich, look up dinosaur training. Great tips for easing back into lifts after injury and strengthening tendons. Dinosaur training. I've never heard of it. City going on the line for 2. I would not say Castle isn't good offensively at all. Zach had a good day. I'm enjoying the channel. The channel's doing, very well. New job's going well. And I'm not 100% physically. Aside from that, I had a good day. Good weekend. And still have one more day of the weekend. Get the ball to Clingan in the paint. Clingan with the turnaround. Jay, it rolls off the rim. A fight for the board. And finally Castle will pull it down. Gets it up the court. Gets it to City. City in the paint. With another dunk! And 1! City must have heard us saying he's not looking too well, and back-to-back dunks, finally. That's what we're looking for from City Sissoko. We saw a lot of that at the end of last season. I'm seeing it now here, finally. Chris Paul is not coming off the bench. Not. He is starting. No doubt in my mind he's starting. Spurs on an 11-0 run in the last minute and 45. All right. Blazers ball, 17-8. Halfway through the first quarter. I jumper in the paint's an air ball, and Masowski with the rebound for the Spurs. Gets it up to City Sissoko. City's going to drive in the paint. Dishes it out to... Who the hell is that? What, Williams? I guess we got a Williams on the team? We have a number 97. Who the hell is that? I have no idea who that is. We had some summer league room because of, wow, Tyson Ward for 3. Raekwon Gray and David Duke Jr. not being under contract, but I don't know who this 97 guy is. Turnover by the Blazers in traffic. Spurs ball on the run, fast break. No break. Back out to Ward for 3. In and out burger. Yeah, we 4 pause. We do not have Steph Curry. We definitely do not have Steph Curry. That's a missed 3 Spurs ball. Bol as a backup. I didn't see what happened in last night's Orioles and Yankees game, Eric. I'm totally oblivious to this. Castle with a nice move in the paint. Gets the bucket and one. Was there a fight? Hold on, I think Mercy Taco just arrived. Andrew, good evening to you. Castle with the Euro. I think Castle's going to be okay. I really do. And wow, look at that pineapple. Andrew, we're up by 14. Castle's rocking a pineapple. All is good. R33, good evening to you. I can go for a taco. Missed the free throw, though. I go for a taco and then some cherry pie. What? I'm talking about food. That's why Castle's still in. Playing extended minutes in the first Q. Portland ball and their offense looks stagnant. And now a turnover. Loose ball's going to go down the other end of the court. It's chased down. Ingram gets the ball to Castle. And Portland defense will get back. Ingram just had no position on that ball. Good job getting it. Turnover by Masowski trying to hit number Williams backdoor. 97. I still don't know who this is. And foul by San Antonio down the other end. Vassell and Castle will be the Pineapple Twins. Exactly. Ooh, pecan pie sounds good. 3 Beards, they look much better. I can go for some pecan pie. That sounds good. Devin must have told Castle to do his hair like that. Easier to move when it's up. He probably did. Probably said, hey, dude, I keep seeing you put that, your hair's in your eyes. Pineapple that stuff up. Hey, Kills, go. Go, Spurs, go to you. Portland ball, and they are down by 14. The Spurs Summer League team starting to look better. They look good against China and give up a 3 here, but looking better against Portland tonight. No more blonde Wemby. I'm good with blonde Wemby. The Medicare guy says definitely more energy in Vegas. You aren't kidding. Maybe we were lulling teams into a false sense of security. Turnover Spurs. We played poorly in Sacramento, so teams would think we're not that good and don't have it all together, and now we're letting them have it. Definitely keep the foot on the gas. Doop, 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 doop. Wemby had been doing good, but apparently the last game against I can't remember where Jokic is from. Is it Serbia? I didn't see it, but there's a clip going viral of Jokic backing Wemby down to the paint and just bullying through him and scoring a bucket. I think I read in that last game too, Gobert had some serious foul trouble and played like 12 minutes or 13 minutes. Castle, I think he's going to be fine defensively. Serbia. The offense will come around. 2K ads don't show gameplay anymore because, it is the same game. Mr. Z, good evening to you. You have 20 against Jokic? I thought I read 15-ish, but I could be wrong. And yes, Camacho, Jokic does have a lot of weight on Wemby, for sure. Wait, is Wemby sick? Wemby's still kind of sick. What, is he sick overseas right now? Jokic has a lot of weight on Jokic. That's a fact, too. Ernie, Victor in the next coming season, I think a realistic expectation in year 2 is about 25 points per game, 11 or 12 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists, 1.5 steals, around 4 blocks. I know a lot of folks are like, Wemby's going to average 5 blocks, TSR, and I'm like, if it was the 90s, couldn't agree more, but the game has changed so much, and there's so much chucking of threes, and yes, I know Wemby has blocked 3-point shots before, I'm not oblivious to that. Rip Hamilton's in the stands, former UConn champion, back in 99, I think it said. It's there's less drives, there's less action in the paint, so just by the nature of the game changing, I don't think we'll ever see somebody average 5 blocks again. 4 of those, definitely, yeah, he did it almost last year. He should average 4 easily. 5, we'll see. Spurs ball leads down to 9. The bench is giving up the lead. The Bouye with the boo ball. That didn't come out the way I wanted to. Bouye starts to drive from the elbow. Pull-up is off the rim, no good. Offensive board for the Spurs. And we're going to have a dunk by Masowski and the Spurs. It's a dunking night. You got a lot of this one. Olivia, I like Castle so far. 3-point shot needs a little work, but it's not totally broken. Rebecca Lowe Camacho, I remember her. I lived in New England at that time, and yeah, she got a lot of... Bouye drives to the paint layup. Nice give and go. .com210 says, I think Wemby will average less blocks his rookie year than because his his defense will be better, if that makes sense. I think what it's out there you're trying to articulate is teams will probably challenge him less, and because of that, he'll have less block opportunities. Same situation with a great cornerback in the NFL. If he's a top-notch lockdown cornerback that gets like 8 interceptions in year 1, that's a missed 3. I think that was Ingram for 3. If he gets 8 interceptions in year 1, teams are going to challenge him less in year 2. He's just as good as a defensive player, but he's going to have less opportunities, hence, therefore, ergo, less interceptions. Hard left turn, they're not a great Blazers team so far. Castle's perimeter D could actually have a direct effect on Wemby's block attempts or the need for them. Possibly, yes. The Blazers might be the only team worse than ours. They were really playing capture the flag. Ooh, I didn't even think of that. What this Cooper flag sweepstakes, tank for Coop, tank for flag, it is actually capture the flag. 3 Beards, I want him to stop growing. I've seen some Spurs fans joke at just how tall he's going to get. That's going to increase his probability for an injury or some other significant health issue. I want to stop growing now. That 3 is no good at the buzzer. Clingan with the rebound. It is still Portland ball, 11 on the shot clock, and they're going to lose the ball turnover. Spurs ball, 26-18. Williams going to drive in the paint. Layup is no good, but he is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. I like Bouye too. I don't think he's going to make the roster. Tall Lakers longer way to fall. I saw the Lakers game. Bronny is not good. Is he 3 of 14? Overall, yes, he is. His shooting is leaving some to be desired. In all fairness, he's a 55th round pick that has way too many eyeballs on him. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that are rooting for him to fail because of the last name. I'm sick of hearing of him. Hearing about him, excuse me. Oh, sorry. 10-point lead. Portland get into Clingan. Back to, nice wavy hair. Number 56, not Lawrence Taylor, playing on the Blazers. Don't know who any other guys are except for Clingan. Can the Spurs take a double-digit lead into the second quarter? Shot clock is off. 4 seconds to go. Runner in the paint is short. Clingan with the rebound. The putback is a little short too, and we will go into the second quarter with a 10-point lead. Let's get the quarter thing changed to quarter 2, just for me and just for you. That just happened. Straight up, Bouye is likely better than Bronny. Oh gosh. There you go. Bronny earned a spot like Redick. The Lakers actually are in shambles. They are, LeBron James backed out of his option or whatever it was, and the general consensus was he'll re-sign for less money so the Lakers can help build a better championship team around him, improve the roster. And then he signed 2 years for over $100 million. He's a billionaire. I'm not saying take a pay cut, but if winning's the most important thing, and granted I don't like him, but you'll pull a Tom Brady, take somewhat of a reduced salary, $30 million a year, $25 million a year, so you can win another ring. Apparently that's not the goal. Is there a fight tonight? Not that I know of. RQ3, good evening. I don't know whose Bryce McGowan is, but I didn't know he ended up with the Blazers. There's a lot of guys here on the Blazers I don't know. Quite frankly, there's a guy in the Spurs I don't know. Williams. Who the heck's Nelson Jr.? It says NA. He doesn't even have a position. He's not applicable. Dude's an NA. He's got NA by his first position. What position did he play? Nah. Oh, poor guy. So Apples and Bananas says, so starting would be CP, Vassell, Wemby, Barnes, Sohan. Yes. I'm actually agree with that. Winning is not the most important thing. It appears that way. Timmy was one kind, Daniel. And no, it doesn't appear anybody wants to join the Lakers. Oh, is it Jameer Nelson? Oh, I forgot he was on the team. I forgot he was with us. I totally forgot Jameer Nelson Jr., man. Well, apparently ESPN doesn't know who he is either. He's got an NA. We got another whistle. And a Spur flying out of bounds. I remember Jameer Nelson Jr. Jameer Nelson, yeah, I was blanking. I don't know why he's on there as NA, though. That is throwing me off. Who cussed? I didn't cuss. Did I? Hell's not a swear. Mensah pull up in the paint. Good. As in, will you shoot? Yes. Oh, wait. Yeah, I got him on the roster. Jameer, number 17. I'm sorry. The Heat mouse, but yeah, I see Nelson right there. I've seen him all summer league. I just blanked. The NA totally threw me off. The NA totally messed my mind up. Who's scoring more tonight? Castle, City, or Clingan? City so far is off with the most points. I think City's got 6 or 7. Out of those 3, it probably should be Castle. Clingan with the ball right now. 2 on the shot clock. Kicks it out for 3. No good. And Mensah with the rebound. Gives it to the Bouye. Up to Nelson Jr. Back to the Bouye. Bouye out 3-point line. Back to Nelson. Swings around to Sissoko. Sissoko with the corner 3. Oh my God, his 3-point shot is ugly. Yeah. Jameer Nelson and Jameer Nelson Jr. in the 2004 NBA draft. Oh, that's a cute pick of him. Mensah has 8. Spurs actually get the ball back. I thought that was Blazers' ball. Mensah pull-up jumper swish. He's got 10 now. 32-18, 8.5 minutes to go. And they try an oop to Clingan, and it gets broken up, and a foul on San Antonio. City with another short pass. Yeah, Joshua, exactly. City's going to have a lot of short passes from three-point land. A lot of short passes. And if you ain't down with City's short pass, he's got 2 words for you. 32-18, Spurs up by 14 here in the second Q. Our Summer League team actually looking decent for once. Like a couple games ago, we only put up 59 points. 59. Portland ball. They try to get to Clingan. Pass gets broken up again. The Bouye is going to bring it up the court. Bouye sprints up the court. Gets it into City. City flies and goes for a dunk. Loses the handle on the ball on the dunk attempt, but ends up just rolling in anyway. So it's like a dunk layup, a day up, a lunk. Call it what you will. No thunder dunk of anything on that one. Portland ball, they only have 18. And now another turnover. My goodness, they're turning over the ball at a Spurs-like rate. The Bouye pull-up is short. And Clingan will grab the loose ball. It is Portland ball. And can they string together 3 possessions in a row without a turnover? That quick 3 is in and out. Offensive board. Out to Clingan for 3. Oh, air ball! Oh, boy. Wait, is Pop there, JR? They haven't shown him yet. Yeah, Clingan's 3 there looked a little, like me shooting an NBA 3. Coach Pop, CP3, and Harrison Barnes are getting friendly. I did not know that. 30-18, 7.5 minutes to go. Spurs ball. And they turn it over on the inbound pass. That was bad. That 3-pointer is off the front rim, no good. Tyson Ward with the rebound. Ward will bring it up for the Spurs. A little over 7:20 to go. Ward's going to take off, gets into turns it over. Forgot the ball, buddy. And a foul on Bouye down the other end. Pop is like Santa. All you have to do is believe. Nice. Castle checking back in. 7 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field. Portland ball. And almost another turnover. 12 on the shot clock. Quick pull-up 3. Oh my goodness, this is bad. Some bad shooting tonight. That was a total brick. Castle with the ball down the other end. Pull up from the free throw line. Air ball! There's the gang right there. Pop, CP3, and Barnes. Castle with the pull-up from the line, and it was an air ball. Oh boy. This game has gotten ugly. Another turnover by the Blazers. Very ugly basketball in the second quarter. Josh, this whole second quarter's been dookie. What's that smell? Dookie. It's from a movie. Castle in the paint. Pushes off. That's going to be offensive foul, I think. Offensive foul. I saw the arm come out. I was like, oh boy, they're gonna call him on that one, and they did. WWPD, what would Pop do? He was mad about the air ball, but you can't push off the defender to create your shot in the paint. Yeah, we need to play China again, Belichick. Referees having a little meeting at center court, not sure what about. They have a timeout, and into a Deadpool commercial. All right. Castle with the people's elbow. The people's elbow, jabroner. Is Castle getting a tech? What? No, Kevin Durant's not there. No way, Kevin Durant is not watching this game. No, you're right. You're right, Vasco. He definitely cannot be doing that. Castle did what I want to do at the grocery store. That's fair. Is Bombo in the front row? I did not see him. Juwan Castle, up and down game. Hit a 3, missed a 3, just airballed a free throw line shot, and then followed up with an offensive foul. So he's, yeah, he's playing as expected from a 24-year-old rookie in the summer league. He's got some things on his game he's got to work on. He'll get better as time progresses, or he won't, and that's that. Still in a commercial break. I hope they're not reviewing this for like hours and upon hours. So, I'm going to ask you guys about who you're... I'm kind of curious what the pecking order is going to be off the bench. Zach Collins appears to be the number one big off the bench. Yeah, I think Keldon's there. Castle, Malachi, and Wesley. I'm very curious what the rotation is going to be for the Spurs. And I've been saying this in some videos. With Barnes and Paul coming in and expected to start, what's that going to do to the minutes for some of our young guys? Next game is tomorrow night at the Art interviewing Harrison Barnes. I think it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. Castle will not be in the G League. Mordecai's not going to be in the G League. That three-pointer for Portland's no good. And that was Masalska with the rebound. Masalski, excuse me. Jameer Nelson turns the ball over. There's a lot of turnovers in the game. Blazers on the fast break. Layup, good. Nelson's still playing because... Yeah. Oh, it's Trey. I didn't mention Trey Jones. Yeah, our depth. And another turnover by... Oh my gosh, a monster dunk by Portland. And a timeout by San Antonio. I don't know how many turnovers both teams have had. It feels like it's a lot. Charles Bediako? Not sure. Gosh, I think if you look at our depth chart, Monster Jam Extreme, we are not playing great, but thankfully Portland's playing worse. Caitlin Clark reaches unwanted WNBA record in just 23 games. I was clicking on this something here. I guess we'll click on that. She now has reached an unfortunate WNBA milestone that she certainly wouldn't want to have. What is it? During her 23rd game in the WNBA, the Indiana Fever suffered a close 84-89 defeat against the Washington Mystics. Besides this loss, Caitlin Clark broke an unwanted record for any rookie in the league. In the defeat against Washington, Caitlin Clark committed 5 turnovers. With this, the point guard reached 127 turnovers for the season, the most for a rookie in a single campaign since Mystics star Nikki McCray, who had 126 turnovers in 1998. So she has the most does she have the most turnovers for a rookie? Oh. Turnovers won't stop there. As of today, she is on pace to break the single-season record for most turnovers for any WNBA player, with Alyssa Thomas currently leading the list with 137. How many more games did they have in that league? During her 23rd game, they still have, 10 games? She's going to in a rookie season, she's going to break the record for most turnovers? That's not... I mean, we saw Wemby struggle with turnovers, so we get it. But that's not a record you want on your resume. Sorry, CC. Spurs have 8 turnovers and the Blazers 7. Thank you, Dragon. That's way too many. Hard left turn? That's a good question. Extend Malachi and Wesley? That is a good question, Mr. Z, and I don't know. Castle with a tough shot in the paint. Miss. Masalski with the offensive board. Still Spurs ball. Ingram out in three-point land with it. Kicks it back out to Castle. All right, they can... I'm fine with them continuing to do this Harrison Barnes interview, but can they stop squishing the screen down? Castle for 3, no good. The shot clock running down. Clingan with the ball right now for the Blazers. Seriously, they've been interviewing Barnes for an hour here. And I'm totally fine with the interview, but you don't have to squish the screen. Can't they do picture-in-picture? Put his head up in the corner so you don't have to show so little of the game? Do you think a starting lineup of CP3, Castle, Devin Stone, and Wemby can win 35-plus games? That's actually where I put them. I said the Spurs will win 35 to 40 games this coming season. So, apparently, yes. That runner by Tyson Ward is good in the paint, 36-25. Bench, Jones, Castle, Keldon, Sissoko. Sissoko? So is Branham done? What about Mamu? Lauri Markkanen's not going anywhere. I don't think Lauri Markkanen's coming to the Spurs. I really don't. I know a lot of you want him. I don't see it happening. 40 to 45. 60 wins. All right, Homer, weren't you doing this thing like... All right, I remember what you were doing last year. Now, as the season progressed, they went 60 wins to 50 wins to 40 wins, 30 wins to 25 wins. 2 free throws for Portland. The first one is no good. Brandon Castle's going to be a good passer. Exactly. Danny Ainge wants somebody's firstborn child and then some from Lauri Markkanen. I think the Spurs are done adding players. The main roster, at least. I think we have a roster spot. So he wasn't waived, per se. They relinquished the rights to re-sign him, which means another team could get him. We'll see how that plays out. Joe Castles with a $5 super chat says, man, Castle is the real deal. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support of the channel. Castle with the ball right now. Jumper on the paint in traffic. Tough shot. Good. And just very difficult to trade with, which is why I don't think it's going to happen. Derek, we could have 2 lottery picks. We could have 3 lottery picks next year. We have our own pick. That's a steal by the Spurs. Tyson Ward flies up the court and loses the ball and turns it right back over. We have our own pick. We have the Atlanta Hawks unprotected pick, and who the heck knows what's going to happen with Atlanta. And then we have the Bulls top 10 protected pick, which then turns into a top 8 protected pick, I think, the following year. I have no idea what Castle's stats are right now, Jose. I'm sorry. Under 4 minutes to go. Castle is in the game, so actually I can at least pull up his points. Castle, 3 of 7 from the field, 7 points, 3 assists. Clingan with a little jump baby hook is good. Donovan with 2. I don't think a lot of Spurs fans want us to tank for Cooper. I think we're too good with Wemby. Castle with a quick pull-up 3. Swish! That one looked good. Yes, I do think both will start this year. Arizona T Enjoyer. Nice channel name. I think they'll both be starters. And now alley-oop to Clingan. The alley-oop was way off. Portland gets the ball back. 12 on the shot clock. Back to nope. Now they turn over pass to Masalski. Spurs almost turn it back. This is some sloppy passing tonight. Harrison Ingram's going to fire off the 3. All right. Bacano, good evening to you. No, Tobia cannot. That's a mile-long 3 from whoever that was for Portland. Fight for the board, and the Boo... No, not the Bouye. This is... Sissoko, get that. City Sissoko grabbed the rebound. My apologies. We're going to have an offensive foul. Ward hits the 3, but we're going to have an offensive foul on the Spurs. I like Ingram. He should sniff some points. I'm not sure how much Ingram's going to play. Yep, 10 for Castle right now. Nunez is not going to play for us this season, more than likely. He's overseas. We'll probably spend the whole season overseas. I don't think he sniffs a minute of NBA court this season. But, hey, fine to be wrong. We have a drive and a layup, no good. Clingan with the putback, no good. A fight for the board. It's going to get knocked out of bounds. And we'll stay with the Portland Trailblazers. Play-in's a possibility, absolutely, yes. I think everyone will get a 2-way. Clingan's open for 3. Takes the 3. Oh. I already shot well for 3s from the combine. The 3's not looking good tonight. The Bouye is going to drive. The Bouye kicks it out. Ingram for 3. Spurs are up by 19. No, Clingan's not looking good, Joshua. He's not. Granted, it's just Summer League. He's what, 20, 21-year-old rookie? Let's not start getting the bus talk out. That Portland 3 is going to rattle in and go. Memphis got Edie, right? That's crazy. They're going to be so good this year with Ja coming back. Castle out in three-point land. Pick and roll. Gets into the paint. Tough jumper is... That was a brick. Mensah with the offensive... Well, catch. It wasn't really a rebound. It didn't hit the board, but I guess it is a rebound. 6 in the shot clock for the Spurs. Sissoko out in three-point land. Starts to drive. Nice pass to Mensah. And Mensah's going to get fouled. Blazers giving Clingan the green light shows they are serious about tanking. Belichick, I did not see any other games today. Glaze and Bacon, good evening to you. Roy Garza, oh, you didn't know? Your total better call somebody. Mets at the line for 2. First one's good. I was worried I would not be able to really do this game tonight. I had developed a really bad headache in the afternoon, but it went away. These guys look better than the real Spurs most of the time. Ooh. My shirt is looking really orange. It's red, but it's looking kind of orangey on camera. I don't know why it's orangey. Must be the lighting. Whoop. Portland ball down by 18. Very rare.com. Extremely rare. Yeti was not a top 3 pick. How rare is that? The National Player of the Year twice in a row isn't a top 3 pick. He dropped to what, number 9? Hey, guess what? Portland turnover. Oh. But I'm here. I'm here tonight. Appreciate y'all. And if you appreciate me being here and us being here, please hit the thumbs up. It's the only thing we'll ask for on this channel. It looks like this. Spurs turnover. Good evening, agent. Thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you are having a wonderful weekend. Quick 3 down the other end is an air ball. Oh. Is that what it is? Lance, I don't have a Castle jersey. All the jerseys I have are up on the wall except for the Kelvin, another Kelvin in my... Or actually 2 Kelvin Johnson jerseys in my closet. There's about 13 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Castle way out in three-point land. Just going to launch a long 3. Back rim, no good. Way too early to say. I mean, whoa, turnover by the Portland Trailblazers, and we got the Booyah with a dunk. We're going to have a 3 at the buzzer, and that's a brick as well. Can we get some thumbs up? That's a good question, Camacho. Spurs are looking good. I see it's in there. I know something huge political happened today. Let's please not bring that up. I find people tend to start arguing a lot when politics are brought up. And more importantly, this is not a political channel. If you're a Spurs fan, you are 100% welcome here. If you are a Blazers fan, you're 100% welcome here. If you're a fan of any other team and just hanging out, you're 100% welcome here. If you want to talk politics, you're 100% welcome here. Just don't talk politics here. That's all I ask. We're up by 20. We're up by 20. All right, well, this is not our normal Summer League score for the Spurs. Thank you, Joshua. Andy, what'd you miss? The Spurs are looking... You know what? Let's pull up the halftime stats. Let's do the halftime stats. We'll find out what we're missing then. Or what we missed. What? Who? What? I did mention earlier in the stream, I wasn't trying to troll Caitlin Clark. When I pulled up a new browser, the first thing I binged was Caitlin Clark set a WNBA record. Apparently, she has set the record for most turnovers by a rookie. And she's like 10 or 15 short of the most turnovers ever in a season. That struggle is real. That's rough. That being said, the WNBA is pulling in more views now than I believe it ever has before. It's Angel Reese also grabbing some eyeballs. They're doing good. Just that is an alarming amount of turnovers. Speaking of turnovers, let's talk about this game. The Spurs have, let's see, 11 turnovers in the first half. Portland has 11 turnovers. That's quite a bit. Both teams on pace for 20. Looking at the box score, Donovan Clingan off to a rough start. Well, he has 7 rebounds and 2 blocks in 8 minutes, which is great. He also is 1 of 7 from the field for only 2 points, including over 3 from beyond the arc. I don't know why he's chucking threes, but here we go. Murray with 4, Minaya with 4, Rupert with 2, Davis with 4. Off the bench for the Blazers, McGowan's with 3, Smith and Jones with 0, Chandler with 2, Miss Chandler Bong with 2, and then Reese with 10. 4 minutes. My man has taken 9 shots in 4 minutes. 4 of 9 from the field for this Reese guy. Who do you think is Michael Jordan? Kobe? For our San Antonio Spurs, Mensah with 12 points and 9 boards in 7 minutes. Off to a fantastic start for him. Ingram looking pretty good, 8 points. Sissoko with 8 points. Definitely bouncing back with a team high plus 20 when he's on the floor. Castle, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. He's got 10 points. And Nabuye with 4 off the bench. Masalski with 2. Nelson Jr. with 0. Ward with 5. And Williams with 2. And for whatever reason, I'm on ESPN's website. They don't have the positions for Nelson or Ingram or Ward. They're all NA. Nah, they don't need a position. They good. Basketball's positionless anyway, right? These days, yeah, you don't need to put position down. Well, hello to you, Chris Roy, checking in. Thank you for stopping in. Caitlin was foxy looking with that white outfit in the WNBA draft. I don't think I saw that. Veronica! Oh, Whataburger. Anybody want anything? Yeah, I could go for some fries. Veronica! I talked about you earlier. I brought you up. Here's the reason. Stephon Castle has changed his hair. It's in a pineapple now. We got double pineapple power with Devin Vassell and Stephon Castle. Double pineapple power. All right, Mr. Z, thank you. Zach, did he play today? No idea. So the Saber, he's looking good. The shots, you wish the shots would fall in a little more, but overall, I was wondering if that was Keegan Murray's brother, hard left turn. I saw K. Murray there, and I thought, I know it's not Keegan Murray. Is he related? It's Chris Murray. Okay. Seth Freeman. So I just went to ESPN, but if you go to ESPN and you click on one of their Summer League links, sometimes it takes you to the WNBA, so you kind of have to, NBA.com will work too. As far as this is ESPN. Castle is Vassell's evil twin. That's fair. Owens, the Blazers look bad. Now, most of these guys aren't going to be on your team next season. Clingan is. He's looked bad offensively. It's Summer League. Take it with a grain of salt. He could get to 20. Rich, let's be honest. It might be better to tank this year and get Cooper, him and Wemby. Oh, it would be great. I just don't think Wemby has... I think it's going to be too good. And with the addition of CP3 and Harrison Barnes, and probably we're going to have a Lob City 2.0, I just don't see us being that bad. I can't see that kid, with the drive we've seen in him, with how happy he was with winning the little bit that he did, that he's just going to come back and be like, all right, let's win 20 games. I'm all in. And tanking doesn't guarantee you're going to get the top pick. We were not the worst team in the NBA when we got Timmy or Wemby. We were third worst. We had some luck. Warburger is overrated. Oh, I didn't say that. Glaze and Bacon did. I think Castle is probably best player available at 4. I think I saw... Is Reed Shepard killing it right now in the G League? I think I saw he's shooting pretty darn well. That's a player... Not a lot of Spurs fans, but some Spurs fans were hoping we'd grab Shepard. No, we're not tanking. No tank here. Come on now. Exactly, David. Wemby wants to win. 22 wins ain't going to fly with him again. Yeah, why is Scoot Henderson hurt, or is he just not participating? What's going on with Scoot Henderson? Because he certainly, based on his rookie season, could use some Summer League. So is he not playing because of injury, or is he not playing because he's just not playing? I don't know with Portland. I was wondering if he was on the roster. I didn't see him. I was hoping he'd be out here tonight. Reed Shepherd's been awesome. Longhorn Cafe is the best thing ever. I've never eaten there. Oh, excuse me. Yes, this is why. I mean, Brian Wright's best draft is going to be the Wemby draft, but I put an asterisk on that one because there isn't anybody that was not taking Victor Wembanyama first overall last year. So that was a gimme. It's like we're about to start the third quarter. No, we never had a chance for Shepherd. I saw a ton of mock drafts that Shep was going to go to the Rockets, and he ended up going to the Rockets. Anger at 48, I thought it was a good pick. Okay, well, Apollo, we'll hope that we're like 11. You know what? Hey, look, it could happen. I just realized the Atlanta Hawks were the 10th worst team last season, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they got the first overall pick. Now, it would have been better if they got the first overall pick next season, because that would be the Spurs pick, because we have their unprotected pick. But it is what it is. Joe, good evening to you. Yeah, it's been a hot day. Tommy, good evening to you. I lost him at TSR. Wemby actually, you looked human against Joker the other day. Yep. Yeah, I heard it was rough. How many picks do we own in the 25 draft? Brandon, we have 4 first-round picks, but there's some asterisks on 2 of those. We have our own pick, which is obviously unprotected. We have the Atlanta Hawks pick, which is unprotected. We have the Chicago Bulls pick, which is top 10 protected. And then we have the Hornets pick, which is lottery protected, a.k.a. top 14 protected. That pick will probably not convey, so that'll roll over into 2 second-round picks the following year. And I think we have 2 second-round picks in the next draft. Castle gets the ball and takes it coast to coast in the layup after the Portland turnover, 53-31. Richard Hamilton being interviewed, 2004 NBA champion with Detroit, and also... Wake up, buddy. Baby Coyote falling asleep. Yeah, at max we have 4 first-rounders, but realistically it's going to be 2 or 3. Chicago and Charlotte aren't conveying. That's possible. And Atlanta isn't going to tank for us. We need to do it ourselves. Best case scenario is the Hawks win the lottery, number 1, Bulls number 11, Hornets 15, and Spurs number 30. We're winning championship. Clingan at the line for 2, and he missed the first one. Is it Ace Bailey, Joshua? Somebody was talking about him earlier. Or Ace Ventura. Or Ace Frehley. $53-39. Castle way out in three-point land. Makes his move. Gets it over to the Bouye. Back to Castle. 6 on the shot clock. And we're going to have an offensive foul in Mensa. Yes, we are. Ace Bailey. So many good players. And yeah, I was looking at next year's draft. It looks good. I wouldn't be opposed to having us 2 top 10 picks again. Portland ball down by 22. That drive and pull up J is good. I almost put the score on the wrong side. Oops. I'm a little tired, I'm not going to lie. The Bouye for 3. No good. Castle with the offensive board and put back. No good, but he is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Castle with 12 and Clingan with 2. The UConn player comparison is up on ESPN Scoreboard. I was hoping to see a lot more from Clingan too. I was excited when I saw the game. I was like, wait, Portland? That's going to be Castle versus Clingan. Different positions, I understand. But still, it's like former teammates are going to be head-to-head for the first time, and Donovan is not really produced tonight. Second free throw. Good. 55-33. Back to 22. Portland ball. And we have a layup in the paint, and it's good. I don't know any of these Portland guys. I'm not even going to try. I know Clingan. Excuse me. I know Donovan Clingan. A lot of, when you put in there, Castle has a nose for rebounds. A lot of Spurs fans are comparing him to DeJounte Murray. Castle in the paint, tough shot in traffic, no good. Portland ball. Nice Euro step down the other end and the layup on the fast break. Timeout Spurs. I'm not going to lie, some of our players don't look like championship pieces. Some players on our team are placeholders for me. Not trying to be an ASS, but yeah, you're not alone, Mr. Z. Zach Collins is the first person that comes to mind. He definitely overpaid, in my opinion, and many Spurs fans' opinions. He certainly regressed last year from the previous year. 2 years, $17.5 million for what we got last year. No. Is Clingan gassed? Wow. As a player, I was actually wanting at 8. I was like, Donovan Clingan, if he's available at 8, sure, why not? Let's take the 2 UConn guys. Ingram can replace Sohan or Kelvin. Wow. Yeah, personality-wise, I mean, DeJounte on the Twitters again. I thought about doing a video on it, and I was like, I don't want to cover this nonsense. I mean, him being traded and that type of stuff, yes, but going on Twitter and being childish, I'm like, I have no words. I mean, Portland can come back. I doubt they will. They could. Grover's just going to sit here looking cute. I wonder why my color's off. I'm wearing a Howler head. They got the shirt free at the Hooters. The Hooters. No, Pop is not coaching goated David Robinson? Is that what we go for there? Pop is not coaching. He's there. He's not coaching. He's coaching the San Antonio Spurs next season. And he's at the game right now. DeJounte is going to end up on 6 or 7 teams by the time his career is over with nothing to show for it. That sounds about right, Fourpaws. He's now on his 3rd team in 4 years. Made the All-Star team, his only All-Star team with the Spurs. Went to Atlanta. They thought the Trae Young DeJounte Murray backcourt was going to be something special. Yeah, it was special. It especially sucked. They were a losing team, I believe, when both shared the court. Just a disaster. And then Atlanta gave up on Murray already and got back much less than they gave up for him. Bouye with the turnover. Now we have a loose ball scramble, and Portland will come away with it. So, yes, that's another turnover for the Spurs. And they are interviewing Pop. I can't hear him, though, over my air conditioner. I would love Manu Ginobili as the next coach. That would be great, Sarbas. Matt, you're right. Did I just miss a Bouye dunk? I'm going to rewind that a little bit. I think I missed a Bouye dunk. Spurs on the fast break. They get it to the Bouye. That was a little baby dunk, but it was a Bouye dunk. Oh! All right. Anyway, Portland ball. And a whistle. We'll get it up to live play. I wish you could hear Pop. Ugh. Pop should be resting feet up, sipping wine. That's actually not a bad idea. And is that a Portland turnover? And now a whistle. I'm doing the same thing City Sissoko is. I'm like, what happened? I can't see the score. I can only see the interview, Camacho. And I hear a bunch of whistles. Ivan, they have a long ways to go to get there. That's 57. Oh, 57-37. I'm behind. I forgot to put that. I got all confused with the Bouye dunk. Castle with the ball at the elbow, gets it out to the Bouye. Gosh, I love his name, the Bouye. Bouye drives, gets it to Castle. Castle takes off baseline. Pull up Jay. He's shown the ability to shoot at times. He's looked good. There's times he looks good shooting the ball. Runner by Portland down the other end is no good. Castle with another rebound. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Sprints up the court. Out to Ingram. Ingram's going to take off himself into the paint. Pull up Jay. He is going to bounce around and roll off the rim. Fight for the rebound. Mensah gets it from Clingan. Mensah, a smaller player, out rebounds Clingan there. Nice effort. Also loyalty and respect. And Mensah throws up and gets blocked. I was going to say air ball. I think it was actually blocked by Clingan. So, all right, well, give you all that praise and then you get blocked. Pop will win another ring. Mark my words. There should be a remake from the movie Caveman. Homer, I don't think I've seen that. I'm not familiar with the movie Caveman. I thought I lost my phone for a second. I was like, where the heck is it? 6 minutes to go. Portland ball down by 22 still. And now another whistle, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Caveman, the guy from The Mummy. Brendan Fraser? Now that you're saying that, I vaguely remember a movie Caveman, but I don't think I know I haven't seen it. Ooh, drive by Williams, misses the dunk, was going for a big one there. Still don't know who this Williams guy is. No idea. Encino, man. That's Pauly Shore, isn't it? Not seen Encino, man, either. I've not heard great things. 59-37. Little under 6 minutes ago. Spurs up by 22. 2 free throws coming up for San Antonio. 2 shots! First one's good. Biggest lead of the night. Sean Astin from the Goonies. Was Sean Astin in 50 First Dates? Second free throw coming up for Williams. Made his shots. 24-point lead. Allgood.com. All good. We all make mistakes. Pauly Shore and Brendan Fraser. That's a combination. Castle he was in Lord of the... Okay, it is who I'm thinking of. Ringo Starr was Caveman. That's a miss by Portland. 51st days. He played the brother on roids. Vincent the Bear. Castle's doing pretty well. It's a protein shake. That guy? The guy that was clearly juicing, but he kept saying it was on a protein shake. Reverse layup is a total brick by Tyson Ward. And finally, Portland will get the ball. 61-37, 5 minutes to go. Portland really playing some poor basketball. Spurs looking decent. Clingan with the ball. Will he launch another three? Nope. We'll actually defer the ball. 10 on the shot clock. We have a 3 on the other side of the court. It rattles in and in. Rattles in and in. Yeah, rattles in and in. I did not know that the Ringo did the voiceover for that. Nice ball went by the Spurs and a quick layup by Tyson Ward, 63-40. They're playing Spurs. The Summer League team's playing Spursy basketball. There's good ball movement. What? I said it. Portland just settling for a lot of threes. There's another 3 from the corner. Well, it went in. George Carlin and Alec Baldwin. Dang. Chop pot. Last time I checked, Clingan only had 2. He has not looked good tonight. Turnover Spurs. A lot of turnovers by both teams. Lots of turnovers. Fast break layup. Good. 18-point game. Yeah, they've been going to pop for a while on this Spur in the moment. I can't hear it. So let's go with some nice moves in the backcourt. 12 on the shot clock for the Spurs. And a whistle. Offensive foul on the screen. Sean Astin, Brendan Fraser, and Pauly Shore were all in Encino, man. Go G-Rob, we are the best fans. I'll agree with that. Pop is done. Taking the headphones off. Calling a night. Pop's like, I'm out of here. Driving a layup, and the lead is cut to 7. Portland's coming back a little bit here. Donovan Williams plays for Golden State, but Donovan Clingan plays for the Portland Trailblazers. Currently not on the floor, getting a rest. Spurs ball. Williams misses the shot, going to the line for 2. You're big on Ingram, huh, Joshua? I see you bring up his name a lot. You're really rooting for this kid. I mean, listen, I hope all our guys do well, but it seems like you're really hoping for him. Brogdon doing a little dance. Make a little dove get down tonight. Free throw is good. Oh, he's got one more. I did see the Ingram interview, and I like what he said. If we're talking about the same one, yes. Sounding Spursy. Gosh, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Second free throw's going to bounce around a couple times and not go in. Open 3 for the Portland Trailblazers is no good. Yeah, I mean, it's not just basketball being on the court. It's attitude, and so far, Ingram seems like he's got a good attitude. Hope he doesn't lose that. Another whistle. Ay, ay, ay. Your boy's getting tired, man. I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy, but I'm going to fight through it. Fight through the pain! You know what can help me fight it? A thumbs up. Hopefully he's better than Trey Jones. We're talking about personality-wise. Yo, Ethan, good evening to you. Oh, whoops, you're right, it is 46. My bad. Spurs ball. I'm feeling, I was up at 5 a.m. Dog got me up and took him out for a walk. Or woke me up at 5 a.m. I don't even know what I'm saying. So yeah, I've been up since then. I'm a little tired. Hey, Nelson wanted a shot because he's never found a shot he doesn't like, right? 66-46. Thank you, Spike the like. And yes, Mr. Z, I'll show you the game. That's not the game. Another whistle. Trying to pop in to support some recently GOAT. Some recently GOAT? What do you mean, Ethan? Some recently GOAT. I'm definitely not a GOAT. Timeout. We are back to 20 points, and yeah, Portland is looking. I was really hoping Castle and Clingan would go back and forth. You know, granted, they don't play the same position, but I was really hoping that, you know, two former national champion teammates would really be, you know, duking it out, if you will, and no pun intended, Duke. That's not been the case. Oh, no, I'm not a GOAT, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will say I'm loyal to the San Antonio Spurs. They've been bad for 5 seasons, and this channel's been around for 5 years. So we've only covered bad. And as a New York Giants fan, they haven't been so good either. Which, by the way, guys, I know a lot of you don't watch the Giants content, but I'm really happy to be doing Giants content again. It's limited Giants content. It's only YouTube Shorts, but it's why I found I like doing for Giants content. And with basketball, I can easily shoot a video for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, and talk Spurs, but obviously go live for 2.5 hours. For whatever reason, with football, I just don't have the ability to sit there and do 10-minute videos on the Giants. I just don't. I don't know why. I don't like doing live play-by-play for the Giants. I like to just rather watch the game. But doing shorts, found my niche finally. It only took me 5 years to get there. Thank you, mediocre guys. Plus, it looks like we're going to be adding in, yes, the New York Giants hard left turn. And yes, the Giants do suck. I own it. That's why I can say the Dallas Cowboys suck too. Because if anybody knows sucks, it's Giants fans. I fully expect, what's his name? Ezekiel Elliott to suck this year. Be prepared to let down. But we might be in the very near future adding in WWE and UFC content back to the channel. We actually had that content on the channel ages ago. Drive layup no good for the Spurs, missed by Williams. In talking with my girlfriend, she is hard foul in the paint and a bucket and one. Who the hell is 53? Diallo? I didn't know he was on the team. So, WWF/WWE and UFC. My plan for that content is my girlfriend has never seen a lot of the cool stuff that's cool in my opinion. Hell in a Cell, some of the biggest knockouts in UFC history, stuff like that. And it's like, I'd love to see her reaction to it. Get her take on it, because she's a little squeamish too, so really nasty knockouts, or people are getting pounded on after a knockout, she is, I just want to share that moment, just not with her and seeing that, but, share it with a sports audience. And I realized in talking to her today, if we do any reactions north of 2005 for the WWE, if you guys say, hey, TSR, you and her should react to some crazy match from WrestleMania from this year, I realized that type of stuff is going to be new to me. I've seen very little WWE from 2006 and up. I've seen the Pipe Bomb interview or promo. I've seen the Cena Roman Reigns shoot thing, whatever. I've seen a couple Rock Cena promos. As far as matches, I saw the Goldberg run at the end of 16, and into 17, and that's all I remember is Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. I saw some of those matches. I actually remember Roman Reigns and Undertaker. Whoops, I missed a 3 by the Lasers. So, I mean, if there's something really, really great that happened that's must-see TV in the WWE in the last decade, I probably haven't seen it. I'm a Cowboy fan, you're right, Zeke will suck and is only good for jumping into... Yeah, I don't know why they brought him back. Alright, well, congratulations, Andrew. Keep on working, you'll get to 100. Who's next? I like Goldberg, too. I have mad respect for Cowboys fans. You have sucked since I was in middle school, and you guys still ride hard. This has gone into more of a conversation / play-by-play. I mean... Well, actually, I would say, what a blowout. The Blazers have cut it down to 11. They're on a 9-0 run. America. America. F, yeah. The Bouye with the ball. Bouye. Back to Castle. Castle way out in three-point lane. Back to Bouye. Shot clock expiring. Bouye with the step over 3. The Bouye! Spurs just 69'd the Blazers. Hard left turn. The Cowboys make the playoffs every year, and then, quite frankly, they disappoint their fans, usually getting knocked out in their first playoff game. Oh, .com, she is going to watch that one. That one is inevitable. That is on the list. That is big time on the list. Nice give and go from Bouye to Williams, and he gets the layup. Shot clock off for the Blazers, now down by 16. And a turnover by Portland. Bouye with the layup with .8 to go. Wow, the Spurs just went on a quick run to make it an 18-point lead. Cowboys equal high-priced mediocrity. And listen, the Giants suck. I can't deny that. We do. But I haven't had my heart broken a lot lately in the last decade. It's like, all right, 10 games in, we're 3-7. Whatever. Losing the playoffs stings. It just stings. It hits differently. And no, the Spurs have lost it. The whole 90s, before Tim Duncan got there, was just one playoff exit after another with David Robinson and the Spurs. So I get it. The Giants, when the Giants lost the Super Bowl and the Spurs lost that one title against the Heat, that hurt. Losing sucks. So just constantly having your hopes up, thinking this is the year, and Dak Prescott, I believe it. I saw a statistic that he's put up just as good as Tony Romo numbers, maybe better than Romo numbers throughout his career at this point. And his defense, I think, has been worse. Something with defenses. Dak's a good quarterback. I just don't know if he's a great quarterback that can get you to the promised land. Well, the Jones is definitely a big problem there. Never a Cowboys fan. Never, never, ever, never, ever, 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 ever. No. Wow, 4 paws. That's awesome. Giants just need a new quarterback. Hard left. They aggressive. The Spurs are looking great. We're up by 18. The Giants are a mess right now. Our Spurs have direction with Victor Wembanyama. We don't have a direction with a head coach. I know Pop's a coach right now, but he's getting closer to retirement, so there's a question mark hovering over that end. A huge question mark. But we have the franchise player with Wemby. When I look at the Giants, we don't have a franchise quarterback. We don't have a franchise halfback. We appear to have a franchise wide receiver, at least, in Malik Neighbors. We haven't had a franchise... seriously, in my lifetime, we've had good wide receivers, really good wide receivers, and Amani Toomer. Hakeem Nicks was good for a couple years, and we've had guys that had a couple good years, maybe 5 or 6 good years like Toomer. But as far as an actual franchise guy, at the time, he's not one anymore with all his injuries, but Odell Beckham was the last one, and I think Malik Neighbors, who also played at LSU, is going to be really fantastic for the Giants. But I don't believe in Daniel Jones. He's injury prone. He's still turnover prone at times. They put so much money into him, and it's probably going to be all for nothing. 2 free throws for the Spurs, by the way. Cowboys do need a new owner. Yes, they do. I live in Connecticut. I'm a Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker. But Mark Ingram on the other side, Josh. You were going back, but I do remember Stephen Baker. I think he was number 85. I think Ingram was number 82. And a block by Diallo. Spurs ball on the block. Whoops. 75-55. Castle into the paint. Gets blocked by his former teammate on the layup attempt by Donovan Clingan. Pop's retirement is never. It appears that way. Heck yeah, I remember him. Alvin, except for getting blocked right there, Castle's looked pretty good as we have a 3 towards Portland, 75-58. Ed McCaffrey. Howard Cross, Mark Bavaro, Jeremy Shockey. I'll go into the tight ends, but the receivers. Castle pull-up jumper from the free throw line, short. Maybe looking at the next head coach. CP3 is coach of the Spurs? I thought Danny DeVito was Tommy DeVito. If I ever become a billionaire, the first thing I'll do is buy the Cowboys, get the bum out. Victor Cruz, I forgot Victor Cruz. But his career, his peak was so short-lived. Clingan does have 4 blocks and 10 rebounds tonight. Just offensively, he's not getting it going. Freaking Cruz getting injured. Just Klee, 79, back-to-back Rookie of the Years. Very possible for the Spurs. By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, I haven't plugged my channel, our channel at all tonight. TSR Sports is a sports channel, but if you look at the front page, we do Spurs videos, Spurs live play-by-play, Spurs shorts. Also do shorts on the New York Giants and occasional NBA videos. But if you're a Spurs fan, you haven't subscribed, would love to have you part of our Spurs community. And this is, it's a YouTube channel, but it really, for me at least, it's a Spurs community. This is about just hanging out and talking Spurs during the live streams, during videos. That's why we don't have Patreon memberships, sponsorships. Not that there's anything wrong with any of that, but I just want people to come here and feel like they're coming here for the Spurs, not for a foreman an ad, not for a please support me. I want them to come here to be, let's please talk about Spurs. So I do read every one of your comments. It takes time. That's why every one of your comments are hearted on the channel, but it takes time sometimes to get through them, and I don't have time to respond to everything. Castle, by the way, with the tough shot in the paint gets fouled and won. Castle is going to get 20 tonight. I don't know what he's at, but he's got to be close, right? I have not seen the incentives package. I have not. Swish. What's Castle got now? Does he have 20? 19. He needs one more for 20. Come on, Stephon. One more point. One more point, buddy. You can do it. You can chat all 30 teams. What do you mean? That shot is no good. Portland's still with the ball. They're launching a lot of threes, and my clock is not running. My apologies. Clingan pull up in the paint, no good. Man, his offense is looking worse than advertised so far. The Bouye with the ball. Bouye's looked good in the summer league. I might not be opposed to keeping Bouye around on a two-way if we can. I don't know if he's exceeded the amount of two-way contracts he can sign. There's a limit to that. I think, is it 3 two-ways? We have a whistle. We'll fix the clock. All right, Otis. It's always Kawhi laughing time. I don't think Clingan's going to be a bust. I think his offense may take longer to come around to the NBA than maybe is expected. But it's also summer league. But he's also playing against a guy 6'9". That he should be, I don't want to say dominating, but he should be playing better against offensively. Paul is $10.5 million plus $250,000 incentives if you win 32 games in some. Okay, so an incentive-based contract. It is Portland ball, by the way. Castle's playing good, Michelob. He's got 19 points. One more and he gets to 20. That long three is no good. Harrison Ingram with the rebound. We'll dump it off to Stephon Castle. 7 minutes to go, Spurs fans. Stephon looking for point number 20 and 21. Drives in the paint and passes it right to a Portland Trailblazer. He's not on your team, Stephon. And a block down the other end. Harrison Ingram with the loose ball. Lots of contact. No whistle. I'm kind of surprised. Ingram out to the Bouye. Bouye starts to drive, gets in the paint. Runner is off the glass. No good. Clingan's also used to playing twice a week. City's looking better, George. He had a couple dunks tonight, which we hadn't seen all summer league. Ingram looking okay too. Wemby had 27 in the second summer league. Oh. Donald, greetings to you. Castle way out in three-point land. Crossover. Pull up mid-range. Off the rim. No good. 171 watching. Yes, let's tap the like on the fast break line for the Portland Trailblazers. Have cut the lead down to 16. It is 78-62. Castle's shot's a little off at times, but I'm not going to worry about that. He's a 20-year-old rookie that hasn't played an actual NBA game yet. Let's give him time. He's showing some moves. He's showing an ability to get where he wants to. His basketball IQ seems great. We got a good kid here. Don't expect him to be Steph Curry in year one or Steph Curry ever. He's not going to be the next Kawhi Leonard, not the next Steph Curry. He's just going to be the first Stephon Castle. Wemby is our center. Higher ceiling, Ingram or City? Ingram is more composed than most second-round picks. I think he could have been a late first. Huh. Decision-making has high potential. There you go. I don't know what this NA is. Yeah, I don't get it with the Spurs. Ingram's a forward. Castle's a guard. Diallo, no idea, if I'm being honest. The best player out of the draft? I'm hoping it's Stephon Castle, Ken, as a Spurs fan. He's got some competition ahead of him. And Zachary Rasache, Alexander Sarr, and Reed Shepard. It could also be a player behind them. Nikola Jokic was a second-round pick and is clearly the best player out of his draft. Romeo, he might be forcing shots a little bit here and there. But nothing egregious. DeJounte shot looked worse first few Summer League games. I think Castle does come off the bench. I agree. They brought Barnes and Paul in, and I expect both to start. CP3 seems like a lot to start. We can just toss that aside already. That seems like it's a lock barring an injury. Barnes, I'm not 100% sure on. It appears he's going to start, but he could also come off the bench. DeJounte was a project. He still is. He still is. He's a knucklehead. They told Castle to fire away or he's in trouble. That's also possible, too. Work on your shot here in Summer League. Fire at will. Sissoko with the ball for the Spurs. Turns the ball over. 78-62. On the fast break. A very awkward, but it went in, layup. And there's Denny Avdija for the Blazers. Getting into a lot of interviews tonight. Jeez, what's going on? Yeah, Chris Paul mentoring Stephon Castle is going to be great for us. Bouye with the three from the corner. He was open for a second, then he gets his ball blocked into the stands. I don't like Barnes. He has a large contract, and he's kind of old. $32, I think. Package Kelman, Branham, and Wesley. Ingram is 5 and 8 on threes over the last 2 games. Nice. Speaking of the Spurs, ball right now. Castle pull up near the elbow. In and out burger. Bouye just got Wemby'd at the three. Yes, he did. You know he likes their balls blocked when you're shooting threes. Ooh, 3 for Portland. They have cut the lead to 11. They're keeping it close. Castle bring it up for the Spurs. And the offense will reset with 10 on the shot clock. Back to Castle. Castle, nice pass. And a missed layup by Masowski. The putback back Castle is good and one! 21 points. I was going to say a career high, but... yes, Cobra Prime. I'm going to throw on the UFC after this. Is it Rose Namajunas, I think, is fighting tonight? DeJounte should be good on the Pels. Well, I thought DeJounte would be good on the Hawks. That did not turn out to be the case. Spurs get the lead back up to 23. Castle, you gotta like what you've seen tonight. You know, a few mistakes, a few shots that were off, all to be expected from a young player such as him. I would agree. Barnes' contract is his only downside. I've heard good things about him, locker room wise. Good, seems like a good character guy to have on the team, which isn't the worst thing for a young team. Good evening, Boudet. Well, George, we're in the Summer League and Blake's not here, so the answer is no. Do you mean will he go to the G League again? We have a couple Spurs misses, and now a block shot. That's 3 Spurs misses. They still have the ball. Castle with it out in three-point land. Gets it out to Bouye. Bouye's going to drive baseline. Now Bouye's going to force a shot. The shot clock expiring, and that's an air ball. He's sponsored by a lot of stuff you can't afford. Okay, George, yeah. What you don't want to see if you're a Spurs fan is what happened to the Spurs last year. They sent Charles Bassey down to the G League to get some playing time, and he tore his ACL. Did I say 20-point lead a moment ago? It's a 14-point lead. I am tired. I'm going to stay up for the Rose Namajunas fight, though. Maybe we could slide Castle at the 2 and Vassell at the 3. That seems like a small lineup. I just feel like that's too small. No, Portland is firing from three-point land, Joshua, and they're looking good in the fourth quarter. If they played like this the whole game, we'd be down like 15. They're on a 12-3 run in the last 4:45, Portland is. Castle the ball, takes off, gets into the paint. Throws it to Masowski. Masowski can't catch the pass. That's a turnover. Another 3. That's in and out. And the Bouye with the rebound gets it up to Castle. Almost threw it too far ahead of him. Castle with a beautiful move around some Wizard guy. And the ball then's going to get knocked out of bounds. Castle, I don't even know how to describe this move. Are they going to show it again? They are going to show it again. Dribble the ball accidentally around the player, around Murray. So Murray's here, and Castle's dribbling it. Dribbles the ball over around Murray's right side, and then picks up the dribble again behind his back. That was a nice move. Kind of threw me off. Timeout, my friends. My girl is doing a work contract in New York, New York. Next time I go visit her, I'm going to hit you up, TSR. All right. I'm in Connecticut and not close to New York. By not close, I mean it's a few hours away. It's a long drive. Castle with the and one mixtape. George, Juan Nunes is overseas. I think he might be on the Olympic team. From everything I'm reading, says he's going to be overseas and not play for us next season. Kennedy Chandler just blocked City Sissoko. We drafted him and traded him in the second round. We did trade. That's right. Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! There's something I remember from the WWE. I don't remember anything else about the guy. Just that he yelled his name. Oh, I remember. Mr. Kennedy. I don't know how far back I'm going. Was that 15 years ago? Was that 20 years ago? I don't know. Castle better than Rob? Defensively, yes. Offensively, I think they're going to do different things. Live in San Antonio. It's 6 hours to get out of the state if you move fast. You blew my speakers and my ears are bleeding. I'm sorry, man. Alright, TK Maxx to Mr. Kennedy. Somebody's on board with Mr. Kennedy. Texas is bigger than a lot of European countries. That's true. Did we draft Kennedy Chandler? Yeah, we did last year, and then we immediately traded him, didn't we? Yep. I think what's going to happen is Castle will take over maybe at the All-Star break. I think they might actually trade Chris Paul. Seriously, I think they're going to have CP3 mentor the Spurs guys for the first half of the season, and then what are we reviewing here? Ball going out of bounds? Oh, Sissoko took a shot to the head by Clingan, I think. It's Spurs ball. Okay, 81-70. It's a couple close game again. Isn't Castle too hard? Or too hard? Too small for the three? And a turnover by the Spurs. So my prediction, besides pain, is CP3 mentors the heck out of our guys and then gets traded before the All-Star break. Throw it out there. Scoring leaders for Portland are Reese with 16 and Minya with 12. And Minya Godzilla's son. Oh! No! Oh, no. Castle just took a hard fall. Oh, no. They getting him up. My heart just dropped. There was a lot of contact. Castle was in the air, and then splat, he went. They're showing a replay. He goes up for the block, gets crashed into by by Harrison Ingram, and took a hard fall. I'm going to spin this around real quick. You can see it. And there he went down. Wow. Listen, I'm trying not to overreact. He's fine. He's grabbing his wrist, though. Get him out of the game. He's grabbing his wrist. Get him out of the game. Keeping him in. I don't like that. I don't like keeping him in. It's Blazers ball. This is Summer League. There's nothing to play for. Nice D by Sissoko. Gets the steal. Gets it back to Castle. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. I don't know if he's done for the Summer League, Bude. He seems to be fine. I think they should pull him for this game. That's your number 4 overall pick. City Sissoko's going to drive in the paint. You're going to go around the world to Ingram for 3. Long 3. Bounces off the rim. Bounces off the backboard. No good. Blazers ball. Yes, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Turnover by the Blazers. What else is new? We get it to the Bouye. Back to Castle. 2 minutes remaining. Steph way out in three-point land. Way out. Gets a pick and roll. Starts to take off. Into the paint. Stops. Pops. Misses. Clingan with a rebound. Quick 3 down the other end. This is now an 8-point game. George, Kai Soto, I know he hurt his rib like a week and a half ago. I haven't followed him as of recent. It's summer. I'm busy. I am still keeping an eye on Kai. I should do a Kai video. I haven't done it in a while. Thank you, Otis. I have not done a Kai Soto video in a while. I should. I enjoy doing this. Kind of stumbled into it in 2019. Oh my gosh, the Blazers are on a 15-3 run in the last 6:38. That's the number they had on the board, 6:38. The Blazers have the ball again. Is Portland going to eke out a little win here? Quick pull-up mid-range, no good. Fight for the board. Clingan had it, lost it. It is Spurs ball. And Stephon Castle still in there for San Antonio. And the Spurs turn the ball over. I don't think Kai Soto can... Is Kai Soto eligible for the draft again? He went undrafted in 2022. Can he be drafted by anybody? He would be signed as a free agent. Omar Castles looked good tonight. Took a hard fall that scared the heck out of me. I don't know why he's still in the game. He was grabbing his wrist a lot. He appears to be fine now. I prefer to be on the side of caution with this. Clingan gets fouled hard by Diallo. I think Kai Soto's 21. I'll say 21. Kai's too slow and too soft for the NBA. I mean, you just described Zach Collins. His wrist is bothering him. Then, Brian, he should not be in the game. I keep forgetting I'm off tomorrow. For whatever reason, today feels like a Sunday. Now, we'll be live tomorrow night. The Spurs play again tomorrow night against, I don't know, somebody at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll definitely be live for that game. Klingan's other free throw is good. And I think I saw Clingan has 13 boards and 5 blocks. So defensively, he's been a beast tonight. Just offensively, it's not clicking yet. Nice behind the back pass by City Sissoko, by the way. Oh no, that was actually Ingram. I'm sorry. Spurs ball. 7 on the shot clock. Castle way on 3-point land. And he turns the ball over. Portland on a fast break. Oh my gosh. It's a 4-point game. We're up by 24. Blazers are on a 19-3 run in the last 7.5 minutes. This is coming down to the wire. It shouldn't be. The Bouye with the ball. Can't see us for the Spurs right now. City Sissoko is going to get fouled. This has turned into a very close game at the end. No, but they don't always. So .com. Here's the weird thing. .com 210. Here's the weird thing. I'll have people post on some of the Kai Soto videos. All you're doing is for views, but then the Kai Soto views that get under 1,000, nobody's there. Where are the people saying I do this for the views? There's a couple Kai Soto videos that I've done that have like 500 or 600 views. That's it. And there's no ad revenue with Kai Soto videos. Just for the record, if people say you're doing for views so you can get money, you make nothing off of Kai Soto videos. YouTube ad revenue is very much determined by the country, and I'm not trying to be rude, but Philippines, you can look it up. It's easily. This is all online. You just don't get a lot of ad revenue from the Philippines. I've actually noticed since Wemby became a Spur, the ad revenue's gone up on this channel because we have more viewers from France. So the ad revenue from France is actually the highest that I've seen on the channel. That's a big dunk. That's going to put the exclamation point on it. Yeah, what the dunk. The Spurs back up by 6. Yes. Yes, Thunder. Yes, Andy. Brandon Ingram, no. Did not seem like that's a player we want on the team. I've read some things about his attitude or his heart or his drive, and they haven't been positive. The Pelicans, from what I'm reading, are having can't get a contract with him, having trouble unloading him. Isn't he getting like somewhat of a max contract after this one? No, I don't want Harrison Ingram. That was a new Thunder Dunk of Justice Adriel. I have a new intro that we played at the start of the stream and a new Thunder Dunk. I try to mix things up a little bit. And you know what? We're up by 6. Yeah. Brandon Ingram is a bad version of DeMar DeRozan. That is not a compliment. July 26th, I actually haven't heard from her all night. I think she probably fell asleep. She ran the Spartan today. She did the Super, which was an 8-mile run. And then she decided to go bike riding for like 25 or 30 miles cycling because, the Spartan was enough. Castle has 22, which would be a career high if this counted. It's Summer League, so it's not going to be an official stat. Brandon Ingram always looks stoned to me. Yeah, Derek, I don't want him either. I'm good. I just don't. And Fifth Gear says, plus he wants over 200 million. No thanks. Yep. Brandon Ingram, do you really want to suck for the next 5 years? Nope. All right, Blazers ball coming down the wire. And yes, Castle is still in. Very much questioning that decision with the injury. We're going to have probably some quick threes by Portland. And there's a quick three. No good. And Portland gets the ball back. Another quick three. Blocked. And that's going to be the game. Don't foul. The game is over. It's 10 seconds left. They fouled. Spurs up by 6 seconds ago. So Michelob, Clark from the Philippines, good evening to you. So Castle took a hard fall and landed on his wrist, and he was holding his right wrist late in the fourth quarter. I seriously doubt. No. Harrison Ingram, yes. Brandon Ingram, no, in the locker room. Yes, for the moment, I don't think he plays tomorrow. He didn't play the last back-to-back. I don't think he plays tomorrow. Michelle, shout out to the Philippines to you. We're going to have a jump ball. Okay. I'm concerned about Castle, too. Portland wins it, but they're out of time. There's a three. That's a block. Ball's going to go out of bounds. There's 0.2 seconds left. The game is over. Go Spurs, go from Puerto Rico. A lot of folks stopping in late at the end of the night. Thank you all for stopping in. If you're a regular here and haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel. And if you're a Spurs fan and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We have an awesome San Antonio Spurs community. We go live for every game, just about every game. We do videos, shorts. We've got WWE and UFC reactions coming to the channel soon based on the poll. I just felt, you know what? There's a lot of votes for UFC, a lot of votes for WWE, and there's a lot of votes for the both. Why did I just put that? Why did I put 10 minutes on the clock? The game's over. What am I doing? TSR? Let me put an F up there. And I see there's a super chat, so I'll get to that in just Uno Momoto. Tom210 says you can stop with the Kai Soto bids. I mean, I can, but I'm not actually rooting for Kai. Tom. You know, seems like a good dude. I appreciate the super chat, but I'm rooting for him. I don't know if and when he'll get into the NBA, but I still am going to cover him. Probably, here and there when I get a chance. I'm generally rooting for him. It's one of those things I kind of fell into. A lot of people say Kai Soto's videos get views, and some do, some don't. I have plenty that don't. They're still up on the channel, but I'm interested in his career. Anyway, let's... I'm drunk, don't mind me. Thank you for the super chat. Let's look at the final game stats. Spurs win their first official game on the Summer League in Las Vegas, 83-77. Stephon Castle played pretty well tonight. I was happy with his performance overall. But I want to pull up the final stats because that's what we do. That's the right thing to do. Final stats. All right, NBA Summer League. Where's our game? Way over on the right. All right, we'll start with the Portland Trail Blazers. A lot of guys here I haven't heard of, but it is what it is. Well, actually, Clingan I've heard of. Clingan with a good defensive game. 13 boards and 5 blocks. You can't discount that. But the 1 of 8 shooting for 4 points, not the Georgies we're looking for. Murray with 9 points, Minya with 12, Rupert with 13, Davis with 6, McGowan with 8, Smith for 3, Jones for 0, Reese for 16, and Chandler for 6 for our San Antonio Spurs. Mensah with 12 points and 10 boards, double-double. Harrison Ingram with 8 points. Was only 3 of 9 from the field, though struggled a little bit from there. Did have 4 turnovers. A lot of our guys struggle with turnovers. Sissoko had 5 turnovers and 8 points. Stephon Castle, 22 points on 8 of 21 shooting in 29 minutes. 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 from the field, 5 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 5 turnovers. The whole game was riddled with turnovers. Jamari Labouye with 11 points. Off the bench for the Spurs, Diallo with 4, Masalski 2, Nelson Jr. 2, Ward 7, and Williams 7. Spurs win 83-77. It was kind of a blowout. The Spurs were up by 20 at the half, up by 18 going up by 18 after the third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, the Portland Trailblazers fought back and outscored the Spurs 22-10. They still lost, but they didn't give up, to their credit, and lost by only 6. And that's that game. That's the end of that. GG, everybody. Oh my goodness, another super chat. .com T10 with the $10 super. My mic looks like it's getting blown out. What is happening? Did I just crank the volume up? Is my mic getting blown out? Or is everything okay? It's all red right now. Like whenever I speak, it's way in the red. And I don't know why it's way in the red. It's like the volume just went way up. What happened? Did I push a button? Check, microphone, check. Are we good? We good? I just saw everything go red and I was like, what in the... I had these little mic levels I can see, and it just made it look like everything was blowing out the mic. Thank you for the super chat, though. Guys, thank you for the super chats. I greatly appreciate that. No, I didn't. Or maybe the levels it's saying red. Sounds fine. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe OBS is acting weird. It is what it is. But I want to thank you all. Sean, we did win 83-77. First game of Summer League. Stephon Castle with 22 points. Did this go up? Let me check one thing before I forget for tomorrow. I feel like the mic... I don't know. I feel like something happened. The input volume went up. It went up to 100. Why did it do that? Check my... Yeah, there we go. I was looking, I was like, something's not right here. My input volume magically went up to 100. I had it at 90, so that way it's, you can hear me. It's, I don't know, computers. You can hear it, Camacho. Come on now. I'm sure I can see the volumes going up and down. I know you can hear me. So, everything looks back to normal, back in the... where you want your volume to be on your mic is, in OBS, it bounces back and forth between green, yellow, and red. Red is bad, and I was going full-on red for some reason. And now it's back up to peaking at yellow with just a smidge of red. So, that's all I got, my friends. If you get a thumbs up on the way out, if you haven't done so, I'd appreciate it. We'll be back live tomorrow night. I don't see any way, shape, way, plan, plural, whatever it may be, that Stephon Castle plays tomorrow with him banging up his wrist a little today. He didn't play the last back-to-back. We are playing the Hawks. Oh, tomorrow night it's Zachary Rasache. 8 o'clock Eastern. Spurs versus Hawks. This will be my first look at Zachary Rasache, a player that a lot of us wanted. Well, now, I was going to go live anyway, but I am very excited for it tomorrow night. I have not seen him play, so that's cool. All right. Well, I moved my mic away, so I can put my mic back where it was. And looks like looks like we're good. Right back where we want to be. All right. Rasache, gonna go watch the UFC. I'm not doing any more play-by-play. Definitely not. I'm exhausted. Gonna watch Rose Namajunas, and that's all I got, my friends. So on behalf of myself, Selena Gomez, Baby Coyote, Headband Grogu, and Mikey, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!